my grandpa's wallet. I kept my pen in my pocket the whole rest of the day. I didn't want people to see it, or else they might tell the tale to Mrs. and she would make me take it to Lost and Found. I behaved myself very good. 나는 아주 좋게 행동했다. Cause I didn't want to attract attention. That's why I kept my hand in my pocket so my pen would not fall out. 내가 계속 손으로 주머니에 펜이 나오지 않도록 잡고 있었다. Also, I kept thinking about my mittens. Cause I still missed those four guys. I put my head down on my table. Maybe my grandpa Miller might buy me some more furry mittens, I whispered. Cause that would be a perfect solution, I think. I raised up my head. Hey, yeah, then I would have wonderful new mittens plus a wonderful new pen. And so what more can a girl ask for? 소녀가 더 이상 뭘 원하겠어? That's what I'd like to know. I sat up in my chair and tapped on Lucille. Guess what, Lucille? Maybe my grandpa Frank Miller might buy me some new mittens, and then all my troubles will be over. 네, 어려운 것들은 다 해결이 될 거야. Lucille said, "Whoop-de-doo for you." I know it is whoop-de-doo. I said, real thrilled. And so, thank you for your support. After school, me and my bestest friend named Grace rode the bus together. I ran home from my corner like a speedy bullet. 총알처럼 코너에서 달렸어요. My grandpa Frank Miller was babysitting my brother named Ollie. Grandpa Frank Miller! Grandpa Frank Miller! We gotta go to the mitten store. We gotta go to the mitten store. I hollered real loud. Grandpa Frank Miller was in the living room rocking Ollie. He looked funny at me. Go where? He asked. To the mitten store. To the mitten store. We gotta go to the mitten store. I pulled on his hand. Get up, get up. Let's get a wiggle on. Hurry up. Grandpa Miller looked confused at me. That's how come I had to sit down, and I told him what happened at school. Someone told my mittens, I said. They stole them while I was being brownie. And I didn't even know there were crooks at that place. Grandpa Frank Miller shook his head very sad. I guess you can find crooks almost anywhere, honey, he said. I knew it, I told him. That's how come I'm never going to see those four guys again. And so you and me have to go to the mitten store. I felt in his back pocket. Then I danced around real thrilled. Hooray! I shouted. Hooray for your big fat wallet! Because you got cash in there, right, Grandpa? Right? Grandpa Frank Miller laughed. Yes, I do. I've got cash. All right, he said, but I'm afraid we won't be able to buy you more mittens. 너 장갑을 더 살 수가 없어. The mittens bought you were the only furry ones they had left. I bought the very last pair. 마지막에 남은 걸 산 거야. 한 켤레인 거. Just then, all the happy went right out of me. Cause I didn't actually count on this terrible development. Yeah, only we have to go, Grandpa. We have to buy more foreign mittens or else what'll I even do? 그럼 내가 어떻게 해야 할까요? Grandpa Miller ruffled my hair. Did you look in the lost and found at school? He asked. I did a sad breath. Yeah, only that dumb thing didn't work that good. Cause people don't know what to turn stuff in. I patted my new pen in my pocket. Trust me on this, I said real soft. Well, your mittens could still turn up, he said. Folks will surprise you sometimes. Then he told me a story about his wallet. A few years ago, I lost my wallet at the mall. I was sure I would never ever see it again, he said. I bobbed my head up and down. I knew it. That's because I found these keepers, losers, whippers, I said. Finders, keepers, losers, whippers is the rule, right, Grandpa? Grandpa Miller smiled. Well, it might be the rule for some people, he said, but luckily it's not the rule for everyone because the very next day when I went out to get my mail, there it was. My wallet was sitting right smack in the middle of my mailbox, and not one single penny was missing. His eyes looked happy and sparkly. Can you imagine that, little girl? He asked. Someone had the chance to take everything in my wallet, but instead they drove all the way to my house and they put it in my mailbox. Just then he reached in his back pocket and pulled out his wallet. Look what I would have lost if they hadn't returned it, he said. He took a picture out of his wallet and handed it to me. 나한테 건네줬어. It's you and a baby, I said. But that's not just any baby, he said. That's you, Junie B. That's a picture of the very first time I ever held you. 내가 너를 처음 안았을 때 그때 사진이야. 그 순간의 사진이야. He took the picture back and stared at it. Nicest thing a stranger ever did for me. Bringing this picture back, he whispered real soft. Then he leaned over again and he kissed me on my head.